Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins.
The bustle of a market district.
Dwarven
Pickpockets.
crafts.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Satisfaction?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Me? A Grey Warden? You must be mistaken.
Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
Uh-huh. Gorim.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven.
My lord. My lord Hydukin? Is that really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endrin sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten, and now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed, and the room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the shield of Hydukin, and this letter.
I'm not sure I want anything from him now.
I cannot blame you for your anger. I hated the king myself for what he did to you. But when I saw him that day, his eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endrin did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
And now you can take your place again as my second.
My lord, I will be loyal to you until my death. But don't ask me to come with you. I was injured in my travels here. My leg healed crooked and I will never fight again. And I have a new life now. I'm married into a surface family. My wife is lovely and her father is the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
Gorim Salak, a merchant. It's hard to believe it.
And harder to believe that it has made me happier than all the glory and honor in Orzammar. It is wonderful to see you again, my lord. But you must have more important business than hearing about me. Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount.
Okay. Well. The shield of Hydukin.
You do your father proud, my lord. Certainly.
Okay, that's Gorim. I'm not gonna bother reading that letter.
On it.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
My name is Wayland. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genetivi. This is his house.
Who is Brother Genetivi?
He's an eminent scholar and researcher who serves the Great Chantry. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genetivi. Wishful thinking, it seems.
What? Has something happened to him?
I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. Genetivi was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I fear he has gotten too close to the truth.
Have you tried searching for him?
Personally, no. He told me to stay here, that he would be back very soon. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genitivi, and they too have disappeared.
Genitivi was close to finding the urn. I should help him.
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
I am willing to risk it. Tell me where they went.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
Very well. I'll head to the inn immediately.
Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't go there right now. I'm gonna go to the Wonders of
I have heard
Thedas.
of these wonders of Thedas, even in Antiva.
Should I even try to imagine what the owner of such a store might consider a wonder? So, what is going to keep you from poisoning your target now that you have been allowed to accompany us, I wonder?
You are. You will be watching me ever so closely to make sure I attempt no such thing.
And why would I do such a thing? Sneaking into our good graces in order to make another attempt is what I would do were I you.
And here I was becoming rather fond of the idea of you watching me closely.
It would be a simple enough matter to poison the food in camp, or cut our throats while we sleep.
You seem rather charmed by the idea.
It would seem an appropriate result of sparing your life.
Ah, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you then. The next time I am spared, I will be sure to immediately turn upon my benefactors. Will that do?
Okay.
Yes, make it quick.
I have a note from your master.
Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Welcome to the Wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
I'd like to buy some stuff. And to make some potions.
Welcome to the one.
I'll keep the map.
And here I thought the Wonders of Thedas might be a whorehouse. Pity.
Ooh, glass slippers.
As you wish.
It's all junk, just as I... Is that an authentic chastened tribal fertility carving?
Huh. Well, well.
Right.
There's one more chest in the corner. I'm not gonna bother with it though. Nothing useful in here.
This should be easy enough.
Okay. Present the box. 3 sovereigns. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The Griffins will rise again. Okay.
Thank them. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Leave me to my business.
Do you have any tales of the wild?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers or... knights throwing
Good to
themselves
see you
at
again.
whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders
From the
who
lowest
dwell in the
slaves
marsh?
to the highest
Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they... inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs...
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kaelin died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
What's wrong with your friend?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Lyrium did this to him. Why doesn't he stop taking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
Okay.
May the light of the Maker...
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
How did you know?
Well-armed individuals that visit the rectory tend to be here for that. Chanter Rosamond is tireless and resolute in her duties. I'm sure you can find something of interest on her board.
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. Pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What does a curator do? Well, I already know that myself.
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
What's so hard about that?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relic slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Do you think the urn of sacred ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Could you tell me about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Okay.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal.
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Can I interrupt this? Whatever this is.
Oh, it's not an interruption, dear. We were just finishing up before mealtime. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me about the chant?
Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
What was that verse you were reciting just now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
He sang it well, I take it.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
What happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died.
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
What does the chant say about the Darkspawn?
Oh, Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Does the chant mention dwarves?
Why would it?
Sister, that's hardly appropriate. There's no need to be rude to anyone, even if they are ignorant and godless.
I'm not ignorant and godless.
Of course not, dear. You just don't know anything about the chant, and you don't have any gods. Now, where's the fun in belonging to the chantry if you can't proselytize to the heathens a bit?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Mm-hmm. Mother Perpetua.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
Of course.
Thank you and farewell.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Good day.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a note from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess. The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
Mm-hmm. 1 sovereign. It's not much, but I didn't really have to work for it.
Let's get started.
Well.
Another visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
With the blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
Have anything for sale?
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Well, I'm not gonna enter the tavern for now.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Tell me about Valroyo.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier? Well, it's a knight, essentially. The translation from French to English is knight.
You know so little of Orlais here. The
No,
chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
What sort of trouble did you get then?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Those beasts are allowed to rape women? Well, it is the Middle Ages, but still.
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Alright. Rape was common in war in the Middle Ages. Not so common when it was peacetime. Well, not as common, I'd say that. Anyway, Costin here, signing out.